sponsor of the Memphis Gavel Club, which is also a youth Toastmasters club. Has anybody heard about Toastmasters? It's an international organization that promotes the public speaking, communication, and leadership skills. You can go to their website, toastmasters.com. There are millions of people around the whole world participating in the club and having a weekly club meeting to do what? Just to practice public speaking, practice the communication and leadership skills, and to develop themselves. So here we are a youth Toastmasters club. So we're all youth, middle schoolers and high schoolers. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have a meeting. As you can see in front of you, there's a meeting agenda. We're gonna go by this, the order in the meeting agenda. We also have all the youth take the meeting roles. There are gonna be a meeting host, also called a Toastmaster. Who is Toastmaster today? Jason is not here. So I wonder who can take the Toastmaster role. So basically, he's just gonna be the meeting host. Okay, Horace is the timer. So let's see. Tim is table topic master.
One correction, Xavier will be the timer. He's
Oh.
on line.
Okay, all right. So Xavier will be the timer, and then Horace will be the Toastmaster. So we have a meeting host, which will be a Mr. Horace, and then we have a prepared speech. We have a grammarian, as you can see on the left side of your meeting agenda. Grammarian Emma is going to tell you what she does for the meeting. And we have timer, which will be Xavier online. He's going to tell you how to time you and what sign you're going to look for, okay, to time your speech. We have a prepared speaker, Isaac, and we're going to have a table topic master, Tim, to host the table topic session. And he's going to describe how the table topic session is going to go and what everybody's going to do in that session. And then we're going to have an evaluation session, which is where the growth is really coming from. Is you hear the evaluation, especially Isaac is the one that did the prepared speech. So he will be the one hear my evaluation so that he will take a note and improve in the future. Okay, so that's really, really quick about how the meeting is going to go. But I want to tell you, this is a really fun place. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to be rigorous, but don't worry. We're here to help every one of you. Okay, we're here to call you and ask you if you have any questions. So just don't fret. It's going to be a lot, but you're gonna learn a lot. You're going to be happy about your learning. Okay, so without further ado, let me introduce the surgeon at arms, and that is Imara. Gonna open up the meeting. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. Share. Okay.
Very important guests, welcome. Chatbots Communications, feel free to utilize the chat to communicate quietly during the meeting. Show support of our speaker with jazz hands or choose the reaction emoji located at the bottom the screen to the right of the chat box. Speakers, it is recommended that you pin the timer to help with the time management of your speech. Speakers, if you have not done so prior to today's meeting, please send a brief introduction to Toastmasters and your title. Speech time and objective should be sent to your evaluators via chat or email. Some gentle reminders about Zoom etiquette. Mute yourself when not speaking. Be mindful of your personal background spaces. Now let's begin with the club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now stand for the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please welcome our President Isaac to
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for making it out today. Glad to see all the new faces here, and welcome to your first Toastmaster meeting of the semester. My name is Isaac Jefferson. I will be your club president for the year, and let's go on and get started. Today is our first meeting. We do have a lot of new faces. It will be rocky. There will be a lot of stuff that could potentially not go as planned. That's fine. It always happens when it's your first time doing something. But let's try to have fun, let's try to have a good meeting, and let's try to engage with one another. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our club president, Mr. Horace. Not our club president, our Toastmaster, Mr. Horace.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased and happy to be able to be here today, and more importantly, to be the Toastmaster of the day. As President just said, since we have a lot of new faces, some I recognize by name, some I do not. So what we'll do today, we'll make today very interesting. Instead of the traditional prepared speech, as in one person get up and give a speech, and then another person get up and give a speech, and another person get up and give a speech, we'll let everybody give a small speech today, and all we'll cover today is just a very brief introduction, okay? Only because I see a lot of new faces that I don't recognize, and I think by the time we go through this, we will be ready to get into a quick table topics discussion, right?
That is the table topic.
And that, okay, excellent. And that's what I was going to say. That's going to dovetail into the table topics session. Okay, so now that all eyes are on me, I feel like stuff funny, like you guys are throwing spears at me. But I'm going to deflect those spears right back at you. I'm going to start over on my far right, and have this fine gentleman to stand up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's still gonna be the normal agenda. So we have the grammarian, Emma. So you're gonna introduce grammarian,
Excellent.
timer,
Yeah.
and then the first evaluator.
Okay, excellent.
I'm the general evaluator.
All right. So, quick course correction, yeah? We'll follow the routine meeting agenda. And as such, I will introduce what's called the functionary roles. That's simply, there are roles that there are a number of roles, I think 3 or 4 roles that we designate each week for someone to fill that role. For instance, the grammarian. The grammarian will get up and give his or her role responsibility so that everybody will understand that. Likewise for the timer. If the timer is physically in the room present, then the timer may have some kind of flashcards with him or her. If the timer is online, however, we can all look online and see the flashcards that the timer will use. Likewise for the counter and grammarian, and and the general evaluator. So let me call on first, so everyone will be familiar with this, today's timer. Mr. Timer, are you available? Are you there?
I am
Mr. Timer, are you live?
currently
We hear nothing.
on. Could you hear me now?
Mr. Timer, do you have a microphone?
Could you hear me now?
Mr. Timer.
Okay, let me,
now?
Xavier, hold on, let me check my speaker here. So I'm going to go to the audio, and I'm gonna choose a different speaker. Hey, Xavier, can you keep talking?
I am talking. Can
Okay,
you-
hold on.
All right. I'm still talking. Can you hear me?
Can you talk?
Hello? Can you hear me? Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Nope.
okay, sounds like it's not going to the, okay.
Cam has not muted.
Speaker. Is this hooked up to the TV, right?
Yeah, this is hooked to the TV. Xavier, can you speak?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, hold on a second.
I can hear him on the telephone.
Yeah.
Cam needs to unmute.
There we
Now we
go.
can hear you. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first
As I said, first
meeting,
meeting, things are bound to
yeah.
go wrong.
Okay, now let's get this show started. Mr. Timer, will you please give us your name, your role, and what you do for us as the timer?
All righty. My name is Xavier Taylor, and I will be your timer for this meeting. So, as the timer, essentially all the role is you keep time of every speaking portion. For instance, speeches, let's say icebreaker or 4 to 5 minute speeches. So, at 4 minutes, you would flash your background green. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right. At 4 minutes and 30, you would flash your background yellow, and at 5 minutes, you will flash your background red, in which the speaker has 30 seconds to finish giving their speech. Likewise, for normal speeches at 4 to 6 minutes, at 4 minutes, your background will be green, 5 minutes, yellow, and 6 minutes, red. The next portion that the timer will keep track of would be the table topic speeches, which are 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, your background will turn green. At 1 minute 30, your background should be yellow, and at 2 minutes, your background would be red. Finally, the last part that the timer keeps track of would be the evaluations, which are from 2 to 3 minutes. So again, your background at 2 minutes will be green, 2 minutes 30, yellow, and 3 minutes, red. That is the conclusion of my timer's roll. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. So if anybody didn't catch what he was saying, as a timer, he will keep track, he'll keep a written track of time, your time that you will be up speaking. And what the red, green, and yellow does, it just gives you a time check on how far you are into your speech, whether it's a 2-minute speech, or a 5-minute speech, or a 7-minute speech. At the different time marks, his background will change accordingly. Now let me call on the grammarian. Who is the grammarian for today? Madam Grammarian, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Emma and I'll be the grammarian today. As the grammarian, I'll be counting filler words such as and like, and I'll be introducing the word of the day. The word of the day is communicate, which means to share or exchange information, news, or ideas. For example, the team needs to communicate effectively to ensure the project is completed on time.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now let's move on to the evaluator, so everybody will understand what an evaluator does. We typically have 1, 2, or 3, maybe even 4 different evaluators, or we do a panel evaluator. Let me call on Miss Anna to just give us the role and responsibility of an evaluator.
Thank you. As the evaluator, I will be evaluating the prepared speaker. Today will be Isaac. So Isaac will give a speech about Toastmasters, what Toastmaster does and how he benefits from Toastmasters. So without further ado, let's welcome Isaac.
Thank you for that, Toastmaster Anna. As I've said earlier, my name is Isaac Jefferson. I'm the president of Toastmasters, and I want to start this off with a quick question. Raise your hand if you're more comfortable texting someone than talking to them face to face. Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, be honest. 5. Okay, that's better than I thought. Now, for those who are more comfortable talking to someone face to face, we're already off to a good start. Talking itself is a skill. It's a muscle. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. And you can do it seamlessly without having to think about it. Now, the goal of Toastmasters is to take what you know about speeches, whether you all give them at school for presentations, or whether you all are trying to land a job interview, and we're trying to work on the mistakes that you all might make and improve on it. So, some people might struggle with stuttering or stumbling over their words. Some people might just not know what to say, or some people might use a lot of filler words, such as and, like, as it was explained earlier. And Toastmasters, for one part, benefits a lot by really honing on those mistakes. So that way you can give speeches left, right, center, and not really have to stress. Because I'm sure we've all been there when we're standing in front of an entire class and we stumble and we feel like absolute crap for the rest of the day. We've all been there. I've been there. I'm not a good speaker by any means. I just practice a lot. And some skills that I use a lot to practice include, well, the biggest one is just recording yourself, listening back to it, and looking at the mistakes that you make. The biggest thing that this does is it allows you to, 1, realize what you can focus on more, 2, realize what you already have down, and 3, just polish what you don't know. So that is tip number 1 I can give you all for new speakers. Another thing deals with memory. We've all forgotten our lines at some point, whether it's in a play, a speech, and it sucks. I know, we all know. Memory, once you memorize your speech, everything else comes naturally. You can work on making it sound a certain way later, but memory always comes first when it comes to speaking. Because even if it sounds bland, at least you got the speech out, right? So, with memory, flashcards are key. Just a flashcard with what you want to talk about and key notes. Just shuffling back and forth between those while giving a speech will allow you to memorize the key details, add to it later, impromptu speaking after you memorize core details. That is tip number 2. So we have watching yourself and we have viewing flashcards. Now, another tip I can give you is speak in front of people. Speak in front of someone you don't know. That person, although it sucks, it's the least comfortable thing to do. It's something that I don't like doing and something that I really try to avoid doing. That person will be able to give you feedback that someone, a friend, someone who jokes a lot, whether it's family, a sibling, won't be able to give you. That person doesn't know you. That person will be able to just tell you straight up, okay, this is what you need to work on. You stuttered here, you had a lot of filler words here. They will be able to tell you what you need to work on. And that is a big thing. Having someone who can not only give you feedback, but not be biased about it. Friends, family, they're going to be biased. Now, with all this being said, look at that, just up. Now, with all this being said, there are a lot of things you can do to improve your speeches that we went over, but some people just might still be struggling. And when it comes to that, you just have to practice, practice, and practice. The more you do something, the better you get at it. If you are someone who likes to just text their friends more than talk to them in person, you're going to be a worse speaker than someone who goes to class every day, has to stand up in front of people, present a project, or has to deal with annoying teachers and trying to explain yourself and trying to get out of a problem. Those situations force you to adapt and force you to think on the spot on how to talk your way out of something. Talking your way out of something, although it is a little scummy depending on the situation, can help you in impromptu speaking, which, for those who don't know what impromptu speaking is, giving a speech on the fly. We'll delve more into that later with the table topics, where you are giving speeches about something without a prompt or without having something memorized. Those are some of the biggest tips that you can use to your advantage to improve yourself as a speaker. With all that being said, I wish you all luck throughout your year here. I hope you all do come back, and I hope you all take some of the advice that I've said to heart. And we hope to see some improvement from today to the end of the year. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, now we're going to get into our introductions, okay? And look, we only have 30 more minutes to go. See how quick the program goes? It never fails. So I started to say earlier we were going to start over here, but already this side of the room has participated 2 times. So I think I'm going to start on this side of the room. So the first person that I see smiling, that'll be a signal to me that they would like to come up and be the first speaker to just give a brief introduction about yourself. For instance, what grade you're in.
Sorry, so that part is hosted is going to be Tim, because he's going to host that part.
Okay, excellent.
And, yeah, there's a different format, slightly different format, but you will do an introduction.
Roger that.
Yeah.
All right, so let me call up today's table topics master, Tim Zhu.
Before I say something really quickly, currently on the road right now, so I may have to link with my timers roll to somebody else. I'll be back.
I will fulfill that. Yeah,
All
thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Okay.
Hello everybody, my name is Tim, and for today I'll be your table topics master. I'm also your vice president of public relations, so you might see emails from me about meeting recaps and also the videos to the YouTube that we have. Go watch that if you guys would like. And to start off, I'll give a brief introduction about what table topics usually is. Today we have a little bit of a different format than usual since it is our first day, but in the future meetings you'll probably see us having table topics masters. As if I'm the table topics master, I'll be having around 20 to like 25 questions depending about the amount of people we have, and it's just like funny questions or interesting ones that you ask, and then I'll call up someone to come up here and they can have about 1 to 2 minutes to answer that question, and after that we'll repeat the cycle and go about getting everybody to answer once. So for today, since we're all kind of new here, we want to get to know each other, we'll be pairing all of you guys up into twos, and this time we'll have 5 minutes to ask each other some like introduction questions. Where do you go to school? What's your age? What do you like? What are your hobbies? And some interesting stuff like that. And then after the 5 minutes are up, we'll have about 1 to 2 minutes for each person to come up and introduce your partner. And after you introduce your partner, your other partner will introduce you. And then we'll go through with every group, and hopefully we'll be able to get to know everybody a bit better after that. So there's a way you guys want to divide up the groups right now, up to options, or else I can just form you onto groups. If you have your groups, raise your hand so I know you're already there. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. These 2.
Okay, we have like 18 perfect, so I'll just scan myself out for now, yeah. We can just go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
We gotta pick someone who we don't know, or else it'll be too easy.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean...
Kennedy, you can switch with Yuki. Yuki, can you switch? I know you can do it. And then Alisa, you can switch with Imara. You can switch with Imara. Yeah. Yeah, so you will pair with her and Lisa will pair with Jeremy. Yeah. Make sense? Yeah.
When does our time start?
I can start that. I'll give you guys a 5-minute timer, and you guys can start right now.
Chimney Rock. The name worked out fine, and I did have a dog who recently passed away.
have all your quiz. How about games you like? Like it's getting really nice. Going down. Like right here.
Everybody, that was 5 minutes. That's time. So, is there anyone who wants to volunteer first? Any brave folks?
Vicky does.
What?
You do volunteer, it is you and your group up, just so you know. So, you want to come up? Okay. What's your name?
My name is Olivia.
Olivia. Okay. You can choose. Yeah, you can come up here. Choose which one you want to introduce first, and you can introduce each other.
I will introduce Amara first. So Amara, she is 15 and she goes to East High. Her favorite color is black, as you can see, because it's a solid color and it always matches. Her favorite food is mac and cheese, which is very solid, and I agree it's very good. Her favorite sports is watching it, because some of her hobbies include crocheting, and yeah.
Okay, this is Olivia. She goes to University of Middle, and she is in the 7th grade, and she's 12. She likes to crochet. She loves volleyball. She's on a volleyball team, and her favorite color is blue, and she does not like ribs. Yeah.
Thank you for volunteering first. So now that you guys see how they do it, it's pretty simple. Just talk about each other, and yeah, you can go on.
So this is Vicky. Vicky, say hi. Everybody say hi, Vicky.
Hi.
She is 13, is currently in public school. She doesn't currently have any pets, but she used to have 3 turtles because she lived by a lake. And she just kidnapped them, I guess. And she also used to have goldfish. That's goldfish, or just regular fish. Still, it's really cool. Her hobbies include doing basketball and badminton. Yeah, the game that me and Isaac were terrible at when we were kids. I'd love to watch that someday. And she just likes hanging out with her friends too. That's all I
Or this is Kennedy. She's 14. Her birthday is November 29th. She's homeschooled, and her hobbies are sewing. She likes doing art, and she just bought a computer to start coding. And that's all.
How about you?
Welcome, yeah. But I just noticed that it is 4:40 right now, so we're kind of running a bit late. So I'll try to get you want me to get as many people? Just keep going. Okay. Any volunteers before I start choosing? Okay. What's your name?
My name is Jeremy.
Jeremy and Alyssa. Okay. Welcome.
Alright, her name is Alyssa, and she goes to White Station Middle School, and she's in 6th grade. She likes mac and cheese, and her favorite color is blue. She likes playing tennis.
That's good.
This is Jeremy. He goes to West Collierville Middle School. He's in 8th grade. He's 13 years old. He sucks at ELA and he loves math. And he can figure roller skate.
So, any other volunteers? What's your name? Missy and Diana.
Ann. She goes to Oxford in Mississippi. She's in 4th grade. She's 9. She likes to swim, and then she also plays piano. She's been doing both for like 3 years. She's been coming to Chinese school for about 2 or 3 years.
This is Missy. She goes to White School High. She's 14 and she likes to do violin and figure skating.
With my timer, sound the timer. Okay, all right. So we all have notes because we figure having a notes will really help you memorize things like a flashcards Isaac mentioned. So this is Emma. Emma is homeschooled. She is born in China. She came to US at the age of 2 years old. She has 2 younger brothers, and her favorite thing to do is to talk to those 2 younger brothers. And her parents both go to work. She likes to swim. She's in the swim team at St. George's called Thunder. She has swum for 5 years, and to her, swimming is just fun. She also likes to read. She likes to read fiction. She also likes to play piano. So that's Emma.
Miss Anna is from China, but she came to the US for her master's degree, and she stayed here for her job. And she has lived in Memphis for 20 years and has 3 children. And 2 of them are in college right now. And she works at AutoZone, and she's a financial analyst, and she likes to help people.
Thank you. The next.
Alright, this is Yuki. She goes to White Station Middle School. She's in 8th grade, I believe. Her hobbies include swimming and watching horror movies when her mom's not there because her mom's scared just like mine. She likes to swim. Her favorite subject is math for some weird reason. She was on a Science Olympiad team where she did Crime Busters and Code Busters, and that's all I know.
Okay, so this is Isaac, and he plays the drums, and he likes video games. And he also, I see he was on the Science Olympiad team for 3 years. He either likes science as his favorite subject or history. That's all I remember.
That was good for us. This is quite testing everybody's memories and speaking skills up here. But
Nadia?
Oh, yeah.
Amaya?
Nadia.
You're good, go ahead. Navia.
This is Amaya, and her favorite color is blue. And this class is her second block, and she's in 4th grade, and she's 9 years old. This is Navia. She likes Italy. She's 8 years old. She's in 4th grade. She likes swimming and all.
Since we have 2 groups left here, if any of you guys would like to go before the other, give you a chance, you can out.
So this is Grace. She is a current 7th grader at White Station Middle. She is 12 years old and she has 3 siblings, not including herself. She has 2 older brothers named Albert and Brian and a little sister named Amy. She has a pet named Mimi or Thomas, and her hobbies are she likes to cook and she also plays art and tennis on the side.
This is Abby. She goes to Houston High School. She's in 10th grade. She has 2 siblings, an older sister Renee and a younger brother Matthew. She has a pet named Boo. She likes to watch and also do art. She also plays tennis. She's 15. Her favorite color is a very complicated shade of blue. And she's tall.
And last but not least, Mr. Whoops and
So I believe my partner is a bit shy today, so I'll try my best, and if I say something incorrectly, please correct me, okay? Aviana is 6, I think. She has 2 siblings. You met Amaya. She has a younger brother who I believe is 4. She actually attends this school in the 1st grade. And she loves reading YouTube. Now, I had never heard of reading YouTube, but I understand that means she loves watching YouTube because there are different kids shows. She said, and I'm her grandpa. So she would say, oh, Pa, I'm going to watch YouTube and read the next one and read the next one. And I have come to learn reading YouTube means watching YouTube. And I think she's now ready to come up and say what she thinks she knows about me. Okay, I think she's not going to come. You're not going to come, right? Okay, no problem. So with that, let me turn it back over to the table topics master. And we're nearing the 4 o'clock hour. Mr. Tim.
your introduction. To end off just table topics, I'll just give a quick little introduction about myself. As I said before, I am your Vice President of Public Relations, so I send out meeting recaps and the YouTube videos of our meetings. And a little bit about myself, I go to Houston High School, I am a senior this year. I am 16 years old, and some of my hobbies are origami and tennis, and I do a little woodworking on the side. Some of my favorite foods are home-cooked meals by my parents. Nothing beats that. And other than that, I do enjoy going out to eat a lot though, so I will not deny that. But without that, I'll end the table topic session and I'll bring it back to our table topics master today, Mr. Hooks.
Thank you again. So I think we all had a wonderful time, yes? Everybody got to know their neighbor, and the neighbor got to know you. And even though we had one person, she just whispered in my ear and she said, you forgot to mention I have a bearded dragon. So I never go to her house because I'm afraid of dragons, right? But nevertheless, she has bearded dragons And she actually said it has a name, but I don't remember what that is. And she has goldfish. Now I got everything. So what you experienced today was just a simple icebreaker, kind of sort of icebreaker that everybody in Toastmasters, I mean everybody in Toastmasters go through the icebreaker. That's where you come up and present anything and everything about yourself. We did it kind of slightly in an interactive mode by pairing you with your neighbor, but nevertheless, the same accomplishment was you spoke, you announced yourself. So the next time, next week, in the coming weeks, when you come up here to present a project, let's say you hypothetically you're working on something at school, and it's a school project, and you know you have to present it at school. Well, you can test it on us first, right? And we'll give you feedback, or your evaluator will give you direct feedback. And you'll have an excellent A or 100 on your project when you deliver it before your classmates in school. Yeah? Well, with that, now I'm going to turn it back over to our program coordinator.
General evaluator.
And general evaluator, Anna John. Can we hear it, Anna? All right.
Thank you, Toastmaster Horace Taylor. All right, so as the general evaluator, I will evaluate Isaac's speech, and I will also give an evaluation of the whole meeting. This is the time the learning and growing takes place, because he will hear my evaluation and everybody will hear my evaluation. So you will apply what I evaluate to your future speech. For Isaac's speech, it is a wonderful speech. He talked about how we can give a speech. I like the beginning. He gave a question. Hey, do you feel like you are afraid of the speaking in front of people, right? And ask people to raise a hand. That engaged the audience. So that's a very good beginning. In your future, if you want to give a speech, I recommend you do the same thing. Maybe ask a question. You will instantly grab people's attention. I like that he gave us 3 tips. First, reporting, and then the flashcards, and the last is speak in front of a stranger. Great tips. What I can recommend you in there is, for example, you can, when you say recording, you can mention, hey, this meeting is recorded. You do not have to. You can also record before this meeting for your prepared speech, but if you want to learn more, you can go to our YouTube recording and then discover more about yourself, more about your speech. The speak in front of stranger, I totally agree, but I would recommend you to say that, hey, this is the place you can come and speak in front of, like a stranger, because they are not your family. So this is the place for you to practice. So apply all the tips to this club environment so that people will feel, hey, this is the place for you to use these 3 tips. So that's my recommendation. Your ending is strong. I kind of forgot exactly what you said, but you emphasized, hey, you're gonna do it. Just practice and practice, because that's essentially the key. That's essentially what this club does for you, is to provide you a weekly meeting place so you can come here and you will always have a speaking opportunity like today. You will either have a table topic speech, or you will do an officer and give a report, not officer, the meeting goes. For example, the grammarian, the timer, Toastmaster, table topic master. You will always speak in the meeting. So perfect place for you to practice. So I like that you emphasize practice. Practice is the key. Overall, very good speech. I'm so glad you provided those tips for the newcomers, and I would encourage everyone to keep coming back and just learn to just practice. Just practice and practice, practice. All right? Okay, that's my evaluation. Now I'm gonna call the grammarian report and the timer's report. First, the grammarian report from Emma.
Mr. Horace had 3 filler words, Tim had 3 filler words, Olivia had 2 filler words, Amara didn't have any filler words, Vicky had 5 filler words, Kennedy had no filler words, Jeremy had 1 filler word, Alyssa had 1 filler word, Missy had 3 filler words, Diane had 0 filler words, Miss Anna had 4 filler words, Vicky had 1 filler word, Isaac had 1 filler word, Navia and Amaya didn't have any filler words, Grace had 3 filler words, Abby had 0 filler words, and Aviana had 0 filler words. And I don't think anyone used the word every day. That's my report.
Thank you. Thank you, Emma. So the word of the day is at the bottom of your agenda. It has been a struggle for the last semester. We always forget to use the word of the day. So today's word of the day is to communicate. So the next meeting, I will make sure we have a piece of paper and put a word of the day right there so it can remind you to use it. Okay. Now it's the timer's report. Now I didn't time Isaac's speech, but I think you are within the 5 to 7 minutes range. So this right now is I'm gonna give the timer's report for
4 minutes and 55 seconds for Isaac.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is the timer's report for the table topics. Olivia and Amara, you altogether used 40 seconds. Kennedy and Vicky, altogether you used 45 seconds. Jeremy and Lisa, altogether you used 35 seconds. Missy and Diane, altogether you used 30 seconds. Me and Emma, altogether we used 1 minute and 50 seconds. Isaac and Yuki, altogether you used 1 minute and 10 seconds. Navia, Amaya, you used 30 seconds. Abby and Grace, you used 1 minute. Horace, you used 59 seconds. Great job. I want to mention that this is perfect for today's format because we have a lot of people. Normally, the table topics require at least 1 minute, at most 2 minutes. That means, think about what you used today. You used 30 seconds, right? Then you have to double that next time. The purpose is to have a structure, a meaning speech, beginning, body, ending. But we'll help you to do that. So, all right, that's timer's report. We're now at 5 minutes sharp, so I will spend 1 minute to do the meeting evaluation. The meeting went great. I have to say, we didn't have opportunity to prepare the videos and the sound, get them ready before 4 o'clock. But thanks to Isaac, helped me get the sound coming out. Yeah, really appreciate it. And everybody has been so engaged, involved in the table topic session, and I hope we all had fun. I think this is a great start. We have, so looking forward to next meeting. We are going to have a 2 prepared speech and table topic session. Now, the prepared speech, it will be the icebreaker from the newcomers, or another speech from old seasoned Toastmasters. Maybe one of each. you know, I'm not really pointing to you, you can think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but, yeah, it's really for everybody to think if you can do a speech next week. Okay, right, if not, I'll be keeping in touch. VP Education will send out a link that is our curriculum. So read the first project, that's the icebreaker project. Read the first project and then see if you are ready for it. It's really easy. Icebreaker is just who I am, where I come from, my family, my school, what I like to do the most, and the sports I play, you know, some things that had impact on me at some point, right? So it is really simple, just all about you. You know you the best. So think about that, right? Okay, so the time is up. Have a great week, and I will be keeping in touch.